Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading an Arlecchino Listener by me. So let's get into it. It was a little bit strange how things went. Today was a rather regular day. A day without you having any expectations. And yet, somehow, it still went below your non-existing ones. Because, as you were descending down the stairs, you just happened to be clumsy enough to tumble down them. The world span, and everything blurred together in a rush of painful jabs and crashing sounds. The thing is, your foot had only missed the top step, and in a single blink, you were tumbling down the grand staircase of the house, every impact jarring you further. And by the time you hit the bottom, you were quite thankful that your head was only throbbing, and that was beside a sharp throbbing pain radiating from your ankle and side. Before you can even process what happened, a shadow looms over you, accompanied by a sharp intake of breath. Of all the careless stunts, really. I told you not to rush through the hallways, didn't I? Arlecchino's voice is sharp, almost biting, but you recognize the tension in her tone as she kneels down beside you. Her hands are surprisingly gentle as she examines your bruised and battered form, and you grimace, wincing as her hand brushes over a particularly sore spot on your shoulder. I wasn't rushing, just had a messed up. She gives you a pointed look, her eyes narrowing. A misstep that sent you flying down an entire flight of stairs. Really now. You start to respond, but a sharp pain in your ankle silences you. Her gaze softens, though the stern set of her mouth remains. Arlecchino may be a strict leader, but she's not without her own unique form of care. Even now, you can feel the worry beneath her steely exterior. Can you move? She asks, her voice lowering to a gentle tone, though her eyes flicker with impatience and concern. You shift a little bit, biting back a hiss of pain. Not easily. I might have twisted my ankle, he whispered, feeling a little bit embarrassed. Arlecchino only sighs, glancing back up at the stairs, then down at you. Of course you did, she mutters, though you can catch a slight twitch at the corner of her lips that suggests she is fighting off a smile. Well, you're lucky I was nearby. And before you can protest, she slips her arms under you, lifting you with a practiced ease that catches you completely off guard. She's stronger than she looks, really. Her hold is steady, secure, and without hesitation. You don't have to carry me. I can manage. Hush now, won't you? She interrupts, her tone leaving no room for argument. I'm not about to let you hobble around on that ankle and make things worse. She starts walking, carrying you from down the hall and all the way over to the nearest couch. You know, this is the most gentle you've ever been with me. She raises an eyebrow, her lips twitching slightly. Don't get used to it. You're not in trouble. Yet. Oh? And what would it take for me to be in trouble? Another trip down the stairs? She gives a soft, exasperated sigh, shaking her head. Keep testing me. and I might just let you handle your own injuries next time. But the way her grip tightens just slightly betrays her. Despite her words, she's worried. You reach up, brushing a hand against her shoulder in silent thanks, and she glances down at you, her expression softening just a fraction. She kneels beside you, reaching for your ankle, and she's quiet as she examines it, her fingers probing gently around the swollen area. And you can tell she's done this before. Her movements confident and precise. Hold still, and then her fingers press a bit harder, and you hiss in pain. Easy, he protests, gripping the armrest tightly, and she sighs. If you're going to act like a child, I'll treat you like one. This is what happens when you're reckless. You get hurt, and I'm left to pick up the pieces. You can't help but smile, even through the pain. So, I suppose that means you care. Her eyes meet yours, steady and unflinching. Of course I do. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. And her words make your heart skip a beat, and for a moment, you nearly forget about the pain. And once she's done, she stands, her usual cool expression returning. Rest here. I'll bring something for the pain. You watch as she moves toward the door, and without thinking, you call after her. Arlie? Yes. Thank you, you say softly, giving her a small, grateful smile. Thank you for everything. And she raises an eyebrow at that, a faint smile ghosting across her lips. Just don't make a habit of it, she replies, her tone teasing. I'd hate to have to save you from yourself again. And with that, she steps out of the room, leaving you with the comforting knowledge that no matter what, she will always be there for you, always there to catch you, and she would always keep you safe no matter what.